Welcome to InCabin, a unique community of OEM, Tier 1, and supply chain engineers working on safety, comfort, and productivity solutions for current and future in-vehicle applications. Today, we are joined by Benedikt Spannocchi, Head of Business Development at emotion3D. And Benedikt, welcome to InCabin. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you very much, Carl. I'm happy to be here.
Benedikt, let's start by getting a good overview of emotion3D. It's a really cool name, by the way. So tell us about emotion3D and some of the work that you're doing.
Yeah, I'm gladly going to do that. So emotion3D, we're a software company based in Vienna, in Austria, and we have specialized on the development of software for in-cabin analysis. So I think you're quite familiar with this topic. In-cabin is full of it, basically. And we are one of the contributors in this industry. So we are working with camera-based input, and basically we are analyzing the camera streams that come from the cameras in the vehicle and provide very detailed and accurate analysis of the driver, but also the passengers of the vehicle.
You were part of our in-cabin event in Scottsdale, the Scottsdale Performing Arts Center, in 2023, but a lot has happened for emotion3D since then. So Benedikt, get us caught up on the latest news since the last event, now that we're heading into the spring and the summer of 2024.
Absolutely. I think the last in-cabin event was quite a big success for us. We were surprised how many high-level industry professionals were there. And we were quite delighted how many new connections we also made in the industry. And that also brought us a few new customers, that brought us a few new partnerships with Tier 2 suppliers as well as Tier 1 suppliers. And I would say we are quite busy at the moment executing on all those new relationships, being customers and also partners. And I would also say that on the technology side, we made a lot of progress. So we have added new features. We have added new processing platforms on which our software runs at. And we are also looking to further innovate in this field. So new features like alcohol detection, for example, but also features regarding restraint control are currently quite heavily being worked on. And we're daily, I would say, making a lot of progress here.
What other things is your team working on right now, Benedikt? Are there other main areas of focus? You've mentioned these other things post the 2023 event, but what else is your team focused on right now?
So our team is currently very busy with preparing for series productions. We have 4 SOPs upcoming this year, which is quite a lot for our team. So we have 1 SOP in May, then 1 in June, and 2 in September. So there will be a few new vehicles on the road with our software. I would say that some of them are challenging because it's going to be the, let's say, most comprehensive feature set of driver and occupant monitoring features in a car that will be on the market, to our knowledge. So it's quite an extensive and also innovative system. And of course, our team wants to make sure that everything will be ready in time and also performing the way it should. So our team is, apart from the innovation activities, quite busy with preparing our software for series production.
Speaking with Benedikt Spannocchi, Head of Business Development at emotion3D, we're discussing a lot of design wins and awesome milestones here for the company, Benedikt. What might be the next milestone that emotion3D would be looking ahead to?
So from a business perspective, we are always looking for further partners. I would say that our Tier 1 and Tier 2 network is quite extensive right now, but we are still looking to improve and also increase the number of relationships here, because ultimately those are the ones that will get us more design wins. From a technical perspective, we are trying to further innovate. So it's going to be a big focus on highly relevant topics like alcohol detection, for example, restraint control, and crucially bringing it all together in one system. So this is one of the big goals of emotion3D, that we bring all the different application areas of in-cabin analysis, so active safety, passive safety, and user experience within one system, because of course the OEMs want to have a very cost-effective system, but as many features as possible. And this is what we are trying to focus on a software perspective, to bring everything within one software stack that can be easily deployed. And also you will have lots of different features that you can run in parallel.
This next question, we've been talking about it a little bit here and a little bit there, but Benedikt, allow me to ask it more directly, if I may. What are some of the trends as we go forward? What are some of the trends that you're seeing right now for this automotive in-cabin space?
Yeah, you're right. We touched upon that briefly, but I think the topic of advanced impairment is going to be big, or it's already big with drowsiness, and also first systems that can do alcohol or intoxication detection. I think that this will be also from a regulatory standpoint, bigger topics in the months and years to come. Then, of course, the topic of restraint control, so optimized airbag deployment, adaptive airbag deployment, depending on who is in the car and how they are sitting and what's the situation. Then also the topic of autonomous shuttles. So we see it as very important that also autonomous shuttles have appropriate in-cabin analysis, which can take over all the, let's say, non-driving functionality of nowadays drivers. So checking if the cabin is secure, that there are not too many people in the cabin, that everybody is sitting correctly with their seatbelt on, things like violence detection, also cleanliness assessment. So all those things will be necessary in autonomous shuttles. And this is also one area where emotion3D is focusing on, and where we also have customers. So there is one of our customers is an autonomous shuttle customer, and we will go into production with this vehicle in 2026. And I think that this will be a bigger topic also from Euro NCAP side, for example. There are some things mentioned in the Vision 2030, and I believe that this will also be more important in the years to come.
We're speaking today with Benedikt Spannocchi, Head of Business Development at emotion3D. I didn't even think about that with the autonomous shuttles. And then, of course, you're mentioning the alcohol impairment detection. Benedikt, thank you for being with us, sharing your thought leadership and your expertise. I want to encourage all of our in-cabin viewers and attendees, because you had mentioned that you're always looking for collaborations and partnerships. So I want to encourage our in-cabin viewers and attendees to visit the emotion3D website to learn more about everything we've talked about here. Benedikt, let's do this again sooner than later, but in the meantime, thank you for being with us.
Thank you, Carl. It was a pleasure.
For more in-depth interviews like this, subscribe to the AutoSens YouTube channel. And for more information about InCabin, visit InCabin.com. That's InCabin.com. On behalf of InCabin, I'm Carl Anthony.